Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Bar Shem Yahushai, Bar Shem Rakar Kadash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and Shalom to the awful elect. This video is going to be titled, Who is Special? Okay? And I'm going to go further into this topic, but I'm going to start with this scripture being 1 Corinthians 4. Within expounding upon it, Lord willing, you be edified and understand why the question of the title is as it is, okay, and you be edified. So it's 1 Corinthians 4:9 on to verse 10. For I think that the Most High have set forth us, the apostles, last, right? And in this day and age that its prophecy has been accomplished by the fact that the apostles of Great Millstone have been sent forth in this day and age, and we are entering in that same ministry via the opening of our minds through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rakar Kadash, which allows us to be also the apostles which were sent last. The word apostle means sent away, alright? So we've been sent away unto the people to gather them in unto Yahushai, alright? For the Lord, for his, when his appearing is made upon the earth, okay, that is a job that we have a task, as it were appointed to death, okay, and as it was appointed to death, because basically, look, we have to do this, accomplish this task until whether it involves death, okay. Now, if you're teaching behind a computer screen, how are you teaching appointed unto death, all right? Because Romans 12:1 tells you that we're told by Paul, through the Spirit and power Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, that we're to present our bodies a living sacrifice. Now, Paul is in a marketplace. It tells you that in Acts 17:17, all right? And that's why the story in Acts 14, when he was down in, when the men came from Iconium to, I believe, Lystra, to slay him, because he was tearing up that city before he left and went forth onto the next one. But they stirred up the people to stone him, and he died. But he was raised again, okay? Because why? He made his body a living sacrifice by going out on the highways and byways, presenting his body as a living sacrifice, being instant in season and out of season. Because when you're against the elements, you're exposing your body to what? Hardships, all right? In the bad weather, all right? So that can only be done not behind a computer screen, but out on the highways and byways. For we are made a spectacle unto the world and to angels and to men. Now, the word I want to hone in on is the fact that it's spectacle, all right? And how we made a spectacle unto the world? By going out on the highways and byways, okay? The word spectacle is from the Latin spectaculum, all right? Which means public show, all right? So, how can you be a spectacle if you're behind according to the etymology, spectellum, which basically means a public show? How can we be a public show if you're behind a computer screen, all right? You have to be a public show by going out there and preaching the word, okay? That's how you're a spectacle. And the other word as well, it means, it goes back to the root word speciare, which means to look, So, the public showing of the teaching is what's going to make cause the people to look towards you, all right? And that's actually, I'm going to stay in this place. But that's why it says in Isaiah 30:20, let me just get, it speaks of the teachers being seen, okay? How are they going to be seen? By being on the highways and byways, all right? You dummies, man. All right, so it's Isaiah 30:20. And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers. Yeah, the eyes are going to see their teachers. Why? On the highways and byways, prophesying the word, not behind a computer screen. And thine ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, this is the way, walk ye in it, when you turn to the right hand and when you turn to the left. So that's what it's going to be, because you're going to be able to see the teachers on the highways and byways, all right? Because remember, this is, we're fools for Yahweh Shai's sake, okay? Let's go back. Says the First Corinthians 4 and 10. Says, sorry, 4 and 9. It says, for we are made a spectacle unto the world. The World Wide Web allows us to be spectacle unto the world and to angels and to men. So the angels and men, that's done in public, man. All right. The angels can appear within your room or wherever you're at, but really being out the spectacles world is the fact that we're out there. Okay. This is verse 10. It says, we are fools for Yahweh Shai's sake, but ye are wise in Yahweh Shai. We are weak, but ye are strong. Ye are honorable, but we are despised. And that's all done because of the fact that we go out there on the highways and byways and be fools for Yahweh Shai's sake. Alright? We look, how are we fools? Okay? That's the key question. How are we fools for Yahweh Shai's sake? I'll show you. Okay? So this is 1 Corinthians 1 and 21. For after that the wisdom of the Most High, the world by wisdom knew not the Most High. Right, the world by their worldly wisdom didn't know the Most High, because they're going according to their own hearts. It pleased the Most High by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe. Now, how foolish do you look behind your computer screen? You don't really, but you look very foolish. We go on the highways and byways, you go out to the chief place of concourse, as we're commanded in Proverbs, the 1st chapter. Alright, and also in Luke 14:23, when the Lord bidded his servants to go on the highways and byways, highways and hedges, and compel as many as would to come into the feast. That's how we look like fools, man. Alright, being on the highways and byways, wearing our garments with the border of blue and the fringes. Alright, that's a foolish thing unto the world. And it is actually a foolish thing, because the Most High says it's a foolish thing of preaching. Alright. So now I'm going to jump to this. It's 1 Corinthians 1 and 26. For ye see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called. But the Most High have chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. That's right, the Most High chose the foolish things. The men that have entered the word and prepared to go out there and be fools for Yahweh Shai, say, they're the foolish things of the world. And the preaching on the word, on the highways and byways, alright, to confound the wise. And the Most High have chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty, and base things of the world, and things which are despised. Public speaking, okay, about the Most High in its day and age is a despised thing, okay. When you see anyone, they usually say this wacko. They even showed you that in the movie 2012. Those wackos with the Kabul signs were right, all right, because it is deemed foolish and it's despised, okay. And base things of the world, verse 28. And base things of the world and things which are despised have the Most High chosen, yea, and things which are not, to bring to naught things that are, all right. And that's what has been done. Now, if you're chosen, what does that mean? That means you're special, right? All right. And the word special, remember, goes back to specaria, which means to look. So what makes us special unto the Most High power is the fact that we go out there on the highways and byways with the right doctrine, okay? Because Amos 3 and 7 says he will reveal his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. So that's what allows us to be special, by being chose to do the foolishness of preaching unto salvation of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So with that, I pray you're edified. Shalom.